Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. The Fulani Herdsmen is now a national issue that is a cause for concern and permit me to say is even now a national debate. While the Senate are already promising Nigerians that as soon as they resume plenary, they will definitely look into the farmers herders clash, as they have termed it. And of course, Amotekun have decided to do what they are being called to do, as they are already, uh, stopping and arresting about 80 truckload of armed Fulani herdsmen, and so many other news. In Benue as well, they have already in stock, which is also part of the news. And in Benin yesterday, there's another one also in stock, still the same Fulani herdsmen, and their movement is really a cause for concern. But before we go into the news to reveal all the details of this news and much more, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, men of Oyo State Security Network agencies, otherwise known as Amotekun, have intercepted a truck loaded with no fewer than 80 men suspected to be Fulani herdsmen at Iwo Road area of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The Amotekun corps reportedly stopped the men who were loaded in a truck, and a quick search revealed some bows, arrows, daggers in the vehicle. Apart from that, sources told us that about 25 motorcycles in the truck also had cows. Upon interrogation, the men were reported to have told Amotekun operatives that they were going to Lagos and Ogun State. The search was said to have attracted residents who trooped to the scene, but to avoid crisis, the security agents were said to have led the truck and its occupants to the police station at testing ground area in Iwo Road. They were said to have been handed over to the police at the station for further interrogation and search. The commandant of Amotekun in Oyo State, Colonel Olayinka Olayanju, retired, when contacted, confirmed the incident to our respondent. He said, "We arrested about 80 men in a truck. We found some balls and arrows and knives in the truck. They also had some cows and motorcycles there. We couldn't carry out a thorough search because we had started attracting attention, so we moved them to the police station nearby." The police public relations officer in Oyo State, Mr. Olugbenga Fadeyi, also confirmed the incident. He said some persons were intercepted and they were taken to Agodi police station where they were profiled. They said they were coming from Wadil in Kano and were going to Lagos and some to Ogun State. They said they were taking the cows to abattoir in Agege, Lagos. We didn't find anything incriminating on them, so they were released and escorted to toll gate area on Lagos Ibadan Expressway. They are no longer in Oyo State territory, so all the bulls and the rest are not incriminatory enough. Well, that's okay. But let's quickly find out what also went wrong in Benue State. Don't forget that even in Lagos State, the number of bikes, motorcycles that are now plying the route of Lagos is getting high, especially when you move down to satellite town. They're quite huge. They're much. You see strange faces every day in Lagos State riding bikes. Some of them don't even know how to speak good English. But let's find out what happened in Benue State. Then, of course, we also go to Benin. So no fewer than 74 cows and their herders were on Monday arrested in Agatu local government area of Benue State. The herdsmen and their cattle were arrested while grazing openly, an action that is contrary to the state law and on open grazing. They were arrested by livestock guards and taken to Makurdi by Benue State livestock guards, who came with 4 trucks. The council chairman, Honorable Adoyi Sulaiman, who was away on official assignment, gave the directive that the arrested cows be taken to Makurdi, where herdsmen can go there, and made the authorities concerned for settlement of their case, as he wouldn't want to entertain Fulani matter in the area. Whoa, that's quite a serious one. Despite several warnings by the Benue State governor saying that he doesn't want open grazing, they still keep on each time keep on doing this. It's rather sad. I don't know why they find it quite difficult to obey just the rule of the land, rule of the law in that land, your host community. They say they don't want open grazing. Why not obey it? Okay, but it's still in the same Fulani herdsmen issue. We also have one in Edo State, Benin City to be precise, but because of the platform's regulations, we may not be able to carry the video. But they were caught with all manner of ammunitions and guns. You know, some of them old men, some of them young men, youth. You ask yourself a question: do we use those things to wreck cows? It's getting out of hand. What we keep saying, well, while the senators are looking towards it, others are already warning that the president needs to address, like the likes of Professor Wole Soyinka is already advising the presidency or the president himself. Not that this is not a presidency issue. When you say presidency, we know we are talking about the likes of Femi Adesina, the likes of Garba Shehu, the likes of Loretta Onoche. No. This has gone beyond that level. We are hoping that we'll get to hear President Muhammad Buhari himself speak to Nigerians concerning this matter. There's something about the president talking to the citizens. It gives them a direction of where his thought pattern is or are, and the plans he has for the people, especially with the case of insecurity. Well, looking at this whole issue, I could still remember that the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, was talking about banning of bikes because of the menaces they've been causing. Now you're about 25 bikes, 25 motorbikes, that's motorcycle bikes, are moving down to Lagos. You ask yourself a question. I thought they're into car running. So daytime they will be moving about with bikes, getting to know the environment very well. The nighttime they'll do what? I don't know, like the police officer that was involved in the award stuff said they didn't find anything incriminating, that people are carrying weapons and they're not incriminating enough. But yet, when a normal citizen of Nigeria carries weapon, it's against the rule of law. Let's watch this. Let's ensure that if Nigerians are not carrying this, they shouldn't also carry. So that we get comfortable when we see them. But with the way things are going, and everybody seems to be profiling them everywhere you go, you see, and most often than not, when they profile them, you get to see things that are quite uncomfortable, like ammunition around them. It's not right. It's not wise. Nobody will get comfortable seeing them around with those things they are carrying. That means at any point in time, they're also actually known for striking in the night. The criminal elements amongst them, I mean, anyway. But then, as it is right now, what is the way forward? We keep like what some persons are saying. Some persons are saying on social media that they should stop handing them over to the police. If they don't, then you're talking about jungle justice, which is I frown strongly on jungle justice, because sometimes you do the right, you do the wrong, met out justice, jungle one against an innocent, so you can't reverse it. All right, I still believe we should still go through the rule of law. Some persons will say, but they have been killing people. I just pray that the government of the day will rise up to the occasion and assure the citizen so that we don't go through self-defense, because already Nigerians are beginning to get used to self-defense or taking laws into their hands, since it looks as if some persons are above the law. But that's what we'll go wrap it up. With all these things happening in Benue, in Edo, in Oyo, in Lagos State, what's your take on this?